There's tension within the SAPS, especially with all these top cop positions wide open, and the battle to claim them is getting rough. Factions within the police are turning on each other and stabbing each other's back, but all this doesn't stop with the police. Some prosecutors within the NPA have become the legal muscle for South Africa's criminal world, protecting drug lords, corrupt politicians, and crooked cops, and even targeting innocent people to keep their criminal allies safe. One of the names in the spotlight is Advocate Andrew Chauke, who has recently been suspended and is allegedly part of the network with corrupt prosecutors who deliberately mishandled high-profile cases to protect powerful people. According to General Mkhwanazi, a part of the judiciary has been captured by the very same cartel that's running the South Africa's drug empire from the shadows. Let's take a deeper look into the people who were meant to uphold justice but ended up using it to enrich themselves. Inside, the SAPS divisions are deep, and Ramaphosa's inquiries may not be enough to fix the mess, but at very least they might expose the truth about the power play and internal warfare within the police. Currently, the biggest rivalry is between General Mkhwanazi and General Sibiya. But trust me, this war runs deeper than just the two. Remember when Mkhwanazi said that there was a ploy to charge him and force him out? Well, it wouldn't be the first time a good officer was pushed aside on bogus charges only to be replaced by someone even worse. Peter Jacobs was once a victim. He was a former head of crime intelligence who was suspended in December 2020 for allegedly misusing 1.5 million rands from intelligence secret funds on COVID-19 protective supplies for the police. But in reality, he had just started investigating dirty procurement deals and rogue police within the SAPS. Basically, the misuse of the secret funds was just a convenient excuse to get rid of him, and his replacement was Dumisani Khumalo, who is now facing corruption charges himself. He is accused of looting the secret funds and buying luxury stuff. Outside the police, one of South Africa's biggest threats lies within the judiciary, where too many corrupt figures have climbed to the top. Take Nomgcobo Jiba for example, appointed as acting National Director of Public Prosecution by Jacob Zuma. She didn't go after the corrupt, she protected them. Jiba became a legal shield for powerful individuals like Zuma himself, former intelligence boss Richard Mdluli, Busasa executives, and many more. Instead of fighting crime, she weaponized the law to destroy those trying to clean up the system. People like Prosecutor Gerenel amongst the few. Eventually, Jiba was removed from the NPA, but her influence didn't vanish. Many prosecutors loyal to her stayed behind, pulling strings, sabotaging major cases, and protecting the corrupt from inside the system. This is exactly what General Mkhwanazi meant when he warned that elements of the judiciary are parts of a criminal cartel, one that's not only running Gauteng but possibly the entire country. Now the spotlight has turned to Advocate Andrew Chauke. Ramaphosa has suspended him with immediate effect. Chauke, who served as Director of Public Prosecution in Gauteng since 2011, is believed to be part of Jiba's old network, carrying on her legacy of shielding the powerful. His suspension follows explosive allegations that shake the foundation of NPA. Under Chauke, his office handled major cases involving corruption, organized crime, and violent offenses, but one decision stands out. In 2014, Chauke withdrew serious charges including a hit, kidnapping, and intimidation against Richard Mdluli, the former crime intelligence boss. Back in March 2011, when Mdluli was arrested for allegedly orchestrating the 1999 hit of Opa Ramogile, a man who was married to his ex-girlfriend, which made Mdluli unhappy. The charges against Mdluli included murder, attempted murder, assault, kidnapping, intimidation, and obstruction of justice. And with all this, Chauke still let him walk away freely. Another case was the Katumena Crime Unit, a hard-hitting controversial police squad that was based in Durban under the Hawks. They were formed to fight the West drug lords, gang bosses, and violent syndicates in KZN. But when they got too close to corruption linked to high places, the state flipped the script. Now corrupt prosecutors, including Chauke, pushed the narratives that the unit was a rogue hit squad. Many believed that the real reason why they were targeted was because of their investigation into political connected business people, especially one businessman who got shady police tenders and was linked to Jacob Zuma's son, Edward. Even though Chauke has been suspended, it's not enough because he didn't work alone. He was part of a network of corrupt attorneys. So how do we know that the next person to take his seat won't be from the same network? See, these people have deep roots and real power inside the NPA. In fact, the head of justice of the NPA had already tried to get rid of Chauke. She even raised the issue directly with Ramaphosa, but for 2 years, nothing happened. Chauke kept on working on sensitive high-profile cases until General Mkhwanazi dropped the bombshell. Only then did things suddenly start moving. Shadrack Sibiya has accused Mkhwanazi for secretly running a rogue investigation unit inside the police. He claims Mkhwanazi used the KZN political killing task force to target politicians they dislike. But judging by the recent headline where several powerful Gauteng kingpins have been exposed, Mkhwanazi's claims are proving to be true. But what's clear is that the SAPS is in a battle of a leadership crisis. Too many corrupt officers have climbed to the top and the rot is now impossible to hide. With Dumisani Khumalo fired as head of intelligence, that powerful position is once again up for grabs, and he's not the only one. The Hawks are also leaderless since Godfrey Libya stepped down. But the worst position of them all is the National Police Commissioner. Right now, Fanny Masemula still holds the title, but not for long. He's allegedly linked to the looting of the secret intelligence funds and is accused of signing on regular spending tied to the charges against Khumalo. Every police commissioner before Masemula has been fired or forced out under corruption. This whole thing started with Jiggy Slebi, who was busted for ties to drug lord Glenn Agliotti and ended up behind bars. Then Peggy Cele was fired for giving a friend an irregular tender for 1.6 billion rands. Then Ria Piecha, with no experience, was thrown into the deep end and quickly set up to fail. Then Humutso Pahlale fell into the corruption and tender fraud. Then Kehla Sithole was taken down not only just by scandals but the rivalry between him and Peggy Cele. So far, no one has survived the commissioner's seats with their reputation intact. It's like the moment you occupy that office, you are already on borrowed time. Mkhwanazi was also an acting National Police Commissioner for a brief moment after Peggy Cele was fired in 2012. But as soon as Mkhwanazi tried cleaning the SAPS from within, he quickly got demoted by Zuma. Then Ria Piecha was next on the seat. With so many powerful positions available, the race inside the SAPS is on and is turning brutal. Ambitious officers are turning on each other's backs, playing dirty to get ahead. Both Mkhwanazi and Sibiya are now closer than ever to the top, and in this game, power is not earned, but taken. The SAPS has obviously never been clean. Real change will threaten the political careers of many powerful people. That's why corruption keeps coming back, just to protect those at the top. Will anything change after the new inquiries? Honestly, I don't think so. Mkhwanazi will only stay out of luck. My name is Jay, and this is Moment in Future, pulling you into the truth.